This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, November the 17th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, coming to you from the wonderful windy city of Chicago. And there's a look at a picture taken yesterday while my daughter and I were visiting Navy Pier. A beautiful day, and we enjoyed the Ferris wheel. It's just wonderful to get high up and take some pictures. A beautiful picture this morning from the Trussville Skycam as we look at the Alpha Skycam network, and certainly going to be a beautiful day in central Alabama. A little bit of fog, especially if you're near a water source of some sort, like the Demopolis Skycam shows on the Tombigbee River. We're dealing with high pressure that is anchored over the New England states. That high pressure is going to be sticking around and giving us some good weather for a couple of days, and then that's going to be replaced by another high pressure system. In the upper atmosphere, we are dealing with a little bit of a trough over the southeastern U.S., actually, and along the east coast, the southeast coast of the U.S. That will be with us for a couple of days, but it's east of us and not giving us any real issues. Temperatures this morning generally around the freezing mark, especially across more of the northern portions of central Alabama. But it looks like we should warm up nicely into the 60s today. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any severe weather threats for the next several days. That's great. And the tropics are quiet, so as we head toward the end of our 2012 hurricane season. 06Z GFS model run, and here's the surface map for Sunday at midday. Indeed, you see the surface high anchored over Maine, northeastern New England, and making its influence felt all across the southeast and the lower Mississippi River Valley, much of the eastern half of the country. Of course, we are dealing with a little bit of a low-pressure system forming out over or just off the Carolina coast. We see that developing on Monday, and indeed, we're also still under the influence of that high-pressure system. We do see a traveling shortwave that is dropping in from the eastern Great Lakes down into the Ohio River Valley on Tuesday, and that will help to develop that nor'easter out off the Carolina coast that will be moving out into the Atlantic by midweek. As I say, that shortwave drops in on Wednesday and certainly intensifies, and as it does, of course, we see the surface low develop quite nicely with 1,000 millibar low in there. By Thursday, the low has deepened to a 982, and it is not moving a great deal as the flow is just not real progressive at the moment. But come Friday, we see a nice short wave moving through the southern tier of the Canadian provinces across the Great Lakes, and as that does, that's going to nudge that upper trough off the east coast and take that surface low with it, so that by Saturday we're going to end up pretty much in a bit of a zonal flow. But keep in mind that we do have little disturbances moving through. We see one there over the Texas Panhandle, and those disturbances could be bringing some clouds, but it certainly looks like we're going to stay mostly dry with the exception of Tuesday, and that's going to be very slim chances that we'll see anything more than just a light shower. And temperatures basically pretty nice, with lows in the 40s and highs in the 60s for the next week or so. Looking out into voodoo country, and indeed we see that the pattern is moistening up. We're developing a really big trough over the western U.S. and the west coast, and as that does, it's going to bring a southwesterly flow aloft, and that is usually one that is fairly moist. So it looks like we could be, as we head into the end of November, in getting into a situation where we would be having better chances for rain. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. Thanks for tuning in to the edition today. I expect to have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning. So I hope you have a chance to enjoy this beautiful weather, and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.